So hopefully you can hear me okay. I had a friend ask, why don't I make some videos about powder coating? So that's what I'm gonna do. We're gonna refinish this TPI intake today. I already got started, then I remembered he wanted me to make a video. So this is gonna be a two-tone, black and red, but the red is a candy, so we gotta put a chrome base down first. So that's what we're working on now. And we have some Christmas ornaments for a friend of mine's store that are also gonna be chrome, so we're just knocking out a bunch of chrome stuff real quick. So I'll spray this down and we'll go from there. All right, so they're all done, so we're gonna pop them in the oven and let them cure. I didn't film a lot of the spraying because there's a lot of Faraday areas on these and little stuff to trip me up. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and pop these in. They have to do a full cure before we can do the next coat, and then they got it cool. So we are gonna have to clear the intake because that's staying chrome, and the Christmas ornaments are also gonna stay chrome, so they get cleared. So these three will have to come off for now, and then we'll hang them back up when we do the black. Yeah, I wish the chrome always looked this good. Obviously with the cast surface, you do see some of the porosity and stuff from the metal. It's not the best chrome finish, like it doesn't look like real chrome, partially just because of the casting. But you look at these, nice and smooth. They do look a lot more chrome-like they're almost mirror finished. They have a little orange peel. I think it flowed out a little slow. But they look really good. It's just once you clear it, it loses that that really metallic mirror-like finish. But these turned out really well. Doesn't look like I missed any spots or anything, so that's good. This one, hip looks good. This intake was kind of tricky with all the little runners and the crevices and stuff, but it does look good. So yeah, I think we're pretty good. We gotta let these cool down. They're obviously super hot. Whenever you do a coat over top of chrome or a chrome powder coat, you have to do a full cure before you can put the second coat on. And basically what we could have gotten away with just doing just the fins here in chrome and the fins on the plenum chrome. He wanted the manifold itself chrome, so that's okay. But we could have gotten away with that, but I wanted to do the whole thing just for the sake of making sure we had good even coverage all over the part. I would really hate to have some weird imperfection because there's overspray from the chrome, you know, from where we did the front or something like that. So we just went ahead and did it all. Once they cool down, we'll put down some lollipop red, do the whole, you know, the runners and the plenum in red. These are gonna come off because they're done. They just have to cool down. And then we'll let that do a partial cure. And then we're gonna shoot some super mirror black from Columbia Coatings on it and see how that turns out. So I think it'll look pretty cool. I have another red that didn't require the chrome base, which definitely would have been cheaper, but I think it's pretty dingy. It's a weird red. It's called Very Red. It's a prismatic powders color. I don't really like it. This was just a test piece. It has a hole in it. That's why I didn't clean the gasket surfaces off or anything. But it's, I don't know, it's an ugly red. And I think next to a super metallic black, that would look even worse. But yeah, we'll give that about 20 minutes to cool down and then we'll get started. This is kind of the color you get when you clear over the chrome powder. It is metallic, and you know, you can kind of see that it's sort of chrome-like, but it's not really chrome. This is the Super Chrome 1. They came out with a new formulation, but I think it's got the same issue, so it is what it is. So yeah, reds are like the absolute worst color as far as making a mess goes. Got nice, good, looks like even coverage. It's a candy color, so they get a little tricky. But you can see like the floor's red, the filters are red. My respirator has a red tint to it. They get everywhere. They're black down. I already checked it over. I got really good, thorough coverage pretty much everywhere. Best thing to do with... I found a spot I missed. Well, I'll have to fix that real quick. Best thing when you're powder coating is a really bright fat flashlight. You'll see thin spots like that were covered up in the regular light. Let me check this side. But once I have that done, it's time to start wiping, which I might do on this one. Well, no, I want to double check all of them, make sure they're all nice and covered. The problem is once I start wiping, any dust that gets in the air is going to land on those spots and it's going to really suck. because I'll have to start over. Or every little black speck that shows up on that red, you're going to really see when it's fully cured. So I'm going to go ahead and touch that spot up over here, and then we'll get going with the wiping. I'll try to video the wiping. It's really hard because these are going to swing. I can't take them down in this case just because of how I have them hung up, so we'll see. So I had to skip a lot of the video. The wiping took a lot of effort, a lot more than normal. I think my temp gun must have been reading a little wrong or something, and they were a little warmer than I normally would have sprayed. So the powder did kind of stick a little bit, so I had to really scrub it off. But it did come off, and I think overall it came out really good. There's some imperfections in the casting that ended up showing through, like that little pinhole there that's in the casting. I did my best to clean it out, but it, you know, didn't come out perfect. But overall, I think they came out really good. In the sunlight, they're super shiny. The plenum too came out great. I free-handed the lines on the bottom. I think they look pretty even. And you know, these are obviously free-handed too. So I think it came out really good. I might take one of these runners outside real quick, just so you can see how shiny they are. I tried to take a picture and the phone didn't do justice, but maybe in a video it'll look a little better. Yeah, so definitely mirror black. Turned out great. I'm really happy with it. So when I these videos, I can make some more. Most of them aren't as intricate as this two-tone, but that's what I do most of the time. So thanks for watching.